Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Walmart Business saves you time, money, and hassle, which means you can focus on what really matters. Like putting the money you save back into what you do. Spending more time training your team, filling orders, and finding new clients. Anything and everything, right down to, oh, that's the one, choosing the best hold music. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love. Now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
When evaluating potential hires for your small business, it's essential you look beyond resumes. Sure, a candidate may appear impressive on paper, but understanding the person is crucial. LinkedIn, the world's largest professional network, provides a complete view of your candidate's skills, experiences, and interests. With LinkedIn's up-to-date data, you can be confident that you really know who you're hiring. Post your free job at linkedin.com/achieve. That's linkedin.com/achieve. Terms and conditions apply.
Another switchback. Wait, this isn't the top? Where's the summit? Why am I doing this?
At REI Co-op, we believe there are places within ourselves
Almost there. You got this.
that we find only outside.
Wow. This is worth it.
We have the gear, inspiration, and advice to help you get there. REI Co-op. Visit rei.com.
At Starbucks, we offer full and part-time baristas 100% upfront college tuition coverage, which means they can thrive at our company and in class. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakley, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast, talking about those lines, serving up that delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. Drink it in, everybody. Drink it in, man. You know what goes good with Detroit Kool-Aid? Cornbread.
Cornbread!
You know what goes even better with Detroit Kool-Aid? A double-sided cornbread.
Cornbread!
And I'm coming at you literally like I'm recording this show. It's about 10 p.m. The day got away from me. I'm doing 8 million things. I'm all over the map. I just get home. I've set my stuff down. I'm getting going on a couple other things. Like, I gotta do a Detroit Koolaid Cast. I gotta do a solo, a flagship here on Wednesday for the people.
And the people consist of the millions.
Oh, it's also another week where we're doing Dollars Make Sense.
Money, 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 money.
So I'm looking at the list, and like literally this has been on my brain where I was like, I'm gonna do running backs and linebackers. No, wait. I'm gonna do wide receivers and corners. No, I'm gonna do. I had all these machinations, right? But because it's so dang late, tired, I'm busy, but I still want to get you guys content. Today, I'm going with quarterbacks and specialists. That's right. My co-host at Chops and the D's are like, but Gray, you didn't let me talk about Jared Goff. Exactly. I'll talk about the quarterback. I'll talk about our kickers and punters because there's people too. Short list. I'll have some takes. We'll go over their contracts. We'll see if they make sense. SENSE. And get up out of here for today. So we'll save the other positions that are elite for another day or when Chops finally comes back on the show. But today, Okri Solo, Detroit Koolaid Cast flagship, dollars make sense. Quarterbacks, specialists. I don't have time to mess around. Let's get right into it. And part of me is like, maybe I'll start with the kicker. You know, maybe we need to like spend a bunch of time on what our punter makes and why he's so good and why it's such a good contract. But I was thinking, I'm like, maybe we should just start with our $53 million quarterback, Jared Goff. And some people that listen to the show are like, why do you hate Jared Goff? Why do you always make little comments? Why do you talk about his wobbly spirals? The guy wins. He's better than Statty Patty, Matty Statty. And all of that is true to some degree. I mean, I do take shots. I don't love the wobbly spirals. I do think he's somewhat a product of an incredible offensive line. If you didn't listen to the offensive line, dollars make sense. You can go listen to that, a week or two ago, whatever it was. He also has a guy in the backfield who's an absolute multi-dimensional, positionless. Wait for it. All right, everybody. This goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You can put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now. Elite weapon. Jahmyr Gibbs got a guy named Demo. He's got a guy named Amon Ra. He's got hashtag JMO Fast. He's got all these weapons, and it's like, I'm looking at this guy's contract because that's what I'm here to talk about today. Not his appearance, not the way he throws football, not his leadership qualities, his contract. And to be honest, that's really the biggest issue I have with Jared Goff. It's like, the dude's made dough since day one. I don't see any discounts. I don't see any, helping the team. It's always top of the market, re-up, 100 million, 120. So it's like, I just get a little sick of it. And I'm already looking at this deal, and you see what Chops would say, and you see what I would say. Chops would say, but Upgrade makes $32 million on a cap hit. And I would say, but Chops, he's $53 million on average based on the 4-year, $212 million contract that he signed. Gosh almighty, no wait, what's going on here with this deal? 3 years after acquiring this guy, we extended Goff for 4 years, $134 on an extension, and that includes This... What is going on right here? So he already had a couple years left before that kicks in. What is going on with this deal? I'm trying to look at this thing here. 4 years, 212, but then it's 4 years, 134 extension on top of what he already had, which includes 170 million guaranteed, 113 million fully guaranteed at signing, 53 million per, 20.75 allocation of the current salary cap. 10th in the whole league when it comes to that metric. I'm getting frustrated by the numbers, yet I want to tell you still why I love this player. Yes, I'm not the conductor of the hashtag golf train, but I am aboard. I am a person that travels on the golf train. I support him. I mean, you guys know. You know, we talk about it all the time on the show. You know, it's a running gimmick. We have my buddy Chops, who always is telling me, you know, I'm not allowed on the golf train. He even puts in some explicatives, even though his kids listen to the podcast.
I don't want your boola boola support when it comes to Jared Goff. You don't get to join the golf train. You're off, bro. You're off.
Easy, bro. Easy. You know, take it easy there, brother.
Brother. My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one. Hank's the family fixer, always with his tool belt. But living with prostate cancer, he needed help. He asked his doctor about Xtandi and enzalutamide. Xtandi 40 milligram tablets treats men with prostate cancer that has spread to other parts of the body and responds to a medical or surgical treatment to lower testosterone. Xtandi may cause serious side effects: seizure, a brain condition called PRESS, allergic reactions, heart disease that can lead to death, falls and bone fractures, swallowing problems, or choking that can lead to death. Stop Xtandi and get medical help at once if your face, tongue, lip, or throat start swelling. Tell your doctor at once if you faint, have a seizure, quickly worsening headache, decreased alertness, confusion, vision problems, chest pain or discomfort, or shortness of breath. Xtandi can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during and 3 months after Xtandi. Common side effects include muscle and joint pain, feeling unusually tired, hot flashes, constipation, less appetite, diarrhea, high blood pressure, bleeding, falls, fractures, and headache. Talk to your doctor and visit Xtandi.com.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Choice Hotels gets you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Like these road trippers making waffles and eating fresh fruit in their natural habitat. The breakfast area at a Comfort Inn. I just love seeing a vacation maximized in the wild. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Hey, I'm Mark Ronson.
And I'm Ray.
To celebrate 150 years of Audemars Piguet, we've teamed up to create something timeless.
A tribute to legacy, rhythm, and craft, with a very special connection at its heart.
A soundscape from two cities, two perspectives, and one shared vision.
Introducing our brand new song, Suzanne.
My issue, brother, is that it's the dollars that don't make sense. And no, I don't care that other players make more and that quarterbacks make buco bucks ridiculous contracts because I base what you make off of how you compare to other players and what they do. So if another guy makes 20 million more, it means because he's much better, much more talented. The thing is, the reason I'm willing to pay the Jared Goff premium is because he wins. WINS, wins ball games. That's worth a bonus. That's worth a little extra. That's worth a big, side piece of dough because you win games. If I play you a ton and you're real talented and all you do is lose or put up a bunch of stats and then I always say the same things at the podium and we just continue to lose, then I want a discount. I want a coupon. I want to give back. But Jared Goff wins, so I'm going to give him that little bump. But still, like Chops can tell you all day long here on the show that he makes 32 as a cap hit. Listen to these numbers. 2025, he'll be 31 years old. Base 18 million. Signing bonus proration 14.6. Cap hit 32.6. Oh wow, only 11, nearly 12% of the cap. But in 2026, that number on a base goes from 18 to 55 million. The cap hit goes from 32.6 to nearly 70. His 33-year-old age, the base is 40. The cap hit's 55. And then in 2028, the base is nearly 40. And the cap hit is $62 million for a quarterback for 17, soon to be 18 games of football. Good deal if you can get it. This guy better make every play. He better win every big ball game. He better limit the ducks. He better throw it deep to JMO and get it there. Because that is a lot of dough. Number 7 NFL ranked annual average value for Jared Goff. Do I want to just have a quarterback from the bowling alley? No. Do I want to just throw him away for some unproven rookie? No. Do I think there's better options out there at a better price that are younger, maybe more skilled? Yes. Do I want Jared Goff here because he fits the culture? He's gritty, he's grimy, he loves the city, has a tremendous wife, he's got a kid on the way, he makes a lot of good plays, he wins, as I said earlier, and he hopefully will get us one, if not multiple, Super Bowls? Yes. Yes, those are the reasons that I'm willing to stomach this contract as well as pay this player, even though I have to hear the sports radio every day, but he can't run the football, and he doesn't whip it sidearm. I care about those things, but I don't. I love the swaggy sidearm, over-the-shoulder, deep bombs, and running around and scrambling, especially when you can run for touchdowns like Josh Allen and others do, but not as much as I love sometimes how Jared Goff puts the football on people. He hits them in stride. He runs the offense. He can run gimmicks. He's smart. He knows coverage. So I'll pay him for that as well. So it's a very hefty deal. Big-time contract. But Jared Goff's our freaking quarterback. He's our leader. Let's go. Do the dollars make sense to Oakrey here in the Koolaid Cast? Not necessarily, but do I love this player and I'm happy with him as our leader and quarterback? Yes. So take that for what you will. I'm sure I'll get beat up about it or have to listen to my co-host come on and try to browbeat me, but that's where I'm at. Looking at the number 2 quarterback on this list is my boy H2O, Hendon Hooker. I mean, you want to talk about differences in contracts? You know, people will tell you that Hendon Hooker doesn't have the skill set. He hasn't done anything. He can't do anything. He's going to get washed out. He's going to be at the spray the shoes counter at the bowling alley here soon. I don't think so. I don't think this guy has seasoned as quickly or as well as maybe we would have liked. But how do you know? He was hurt. You saw flashes in preseason. He actually ran the ball more than I thought. I can't say I watched him a ton at Tennessee with the Volunteers. But Hendon Hooker is talented. He can throw the football. He showed me he's got more running ability than I imagined, even though he probably go back on his tape. He probably did it quite a bit in college. He's smart, good kid. Dude was taken in the early to mid third round. Number 68 overall, actually. I have it right here. And dude, listen to dude's base salary since he's been a rookie. $500,000. $915,000. This year, $1.03 million. And then next year, you got him for $1.15 million. Do you understand those numbers based on what I just read off, which was like 53? Oh wait, that's unfair. Let me go back. We're talking base now. So what was Jared Goff at? Like 18 base, and then what did it go up to? Like 50 base. So if you want to go on those numbers, or let's go to the cap hits. Let's do that. $789K as a rookie. 1.3 his second year. 1.6 in 2025. That's a $1.6 million cap hit when Jared Goff makes $53 million a year. I don't understand why more NFL teams are not looking at this and being like, dude, like...
Running a business comes with a lot of what-ifs. But luckily, there's a simple answer to them. Shopify. It's the commerce platform behind millions of businesses, including Thrive Cosmetics and Momofuku. And it'll help you with everything you need. From website design and marketing to boosting sales and expanding operations, Shopify can get the job done and make your dream a reality. Turn those what-ifs into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
This episode is brought to you by Cadillac. Cadillac certified service technicians are factory trained to fit your vehicle with the tires specifically developed for it. And with our tire price match guarantee, you get the best fit for the best deal. Let us do the work. Available on select eligible tire brands at participating dealers only. Offer ends 12/31/2025. Terms apply. See dealer for complete details. Visit Cadillac.com/service to learn more.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Hey business owners, we know you know the importance of maximizing every dollar. With the Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business American Express card, you can make your expenses work just as hard as you. From afternoon coffee runs to stocking office supplies and even team dinners, you can earn miles on all your business expenses. Plus, you can earn 110,000 bonus miles for a limited time through July 16th. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve Business Card. If you travel, you know. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply. Offer ends 7/16/25.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes, you have to pay the absolute top 3 to 5 quarterbacks in the league. They are priceless. But after that, there's some type of cutoff of like 53 for this guy, million that is, or I don't know, 1.5 or 3, or heaven forbid you take a guy in the top 15 and he makes a whopping like $6 to $8 million a year for 5+ seasons on average. That's unbelievable, franchise changing. Just think what this team could do with let's not even say 50 million. Let's say 40 million extra dollars to put on defense, offensive weapons, and have a sustainable quarterback. No, I'm not saying that you just swap Hooker for Goff right now, but I'm saying, what if you find a gem in the 3rd round or the 2nd or the 1st round here in the next few years? You maybe season them for a year under JG16, and then you take that $50-60 million and put it towards your team and have a decent to good to maybe great quarterback at anywhere from 8 to, I don't know, $1 million a year for 4 or 5 seasons as a rookie contract. That would be incredible. I am for that. The more I look at these numbers, they absolutely are just making my eyes bulge out of my head going, I hope Jared Goff stays healthy. TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I damn sure hope he plays well making that type of dough. But if he doesn't, and you could get a similar production from H2O, Hendon Hooker, and then be able to acquire future assets or add to your team at the trade deadline, that intrigues me. And then you got Kyle Allen. I got to keep this moving. We got to get some more of our sponsors in. You guys know we try to sprinkle those throughout the show. It helps the thing moving. We thank the people for all the listeners. But we got to get those sponsors in to keep this show rolling, pay for the equipment, do what we do. Kyle Allen was a surprise ad. Cap hit of 1.1, average annual value of 1.3-ish. Let's see, did we just give him the one? Better just giving him the 1-year deal. Yeah, just this year in 2025, he's 29, nothing in the future. So that's an absolute bargain of a backup third, whatever you want to call him, if he makes it. If he doesn't, the Lions really don't have many other options. But to me, it's...
Welcome to Sephora. I'm looking for a perfume that's not too perfumey. I got you.
Serum moisturizer or moisturizer serum.
Let's get into layering.
My concealer is making me look worse.
Sounds like the wrong shade. Let's get you matched.
There's only one store that really gets what you're going for. Get beauty from people who get beauty. Only at Sephora.
Hi, Let's get you a basket.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country. Anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. Goldbelly ships Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garden's famous cakes. So, if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's goldbelly.com, promo code GIFT.
Chronic migraine is 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they start. It's not for those with 14 or fewer headache days a month. It prevents on average 8 to 9 headache days a month versus 6 to 7 for placebo.
Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor, visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com, or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
At the UPS Store, we want to make this summer the summer of shipping, Summer Shipalooza, so you can start crossing items off your must-ship list, like the vintage film camera your college kid needs for class, or the vase you told your mom you would send her ages ago. And with our pack and ship guarantee, your items arrive safe or we reimburse you. So stop by your local store today for everything you need to be unstoppable. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Available at participating locations. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
I know that Dan freaking Campbell And Brad, Always Over Business Homes, will tell you this is our quarterback. We love this guy. Does this. He does that. Can't live without him. Gotta have him. So thankful. So blessed to have him. It's like, I'm thankful. I'm happy too. But I don't know when I start looking at these numbers, like especially over the next, how many years did I read off? 3 or 4 more years? I'm just telling Jared Goff right now, not only do you need to ball out basically every game, I need you to be like winning multiple deep playoff runs, games. I need you to take home a trophy or 2. And then what I really need you to do, both when you do that and regardless, is start giving the team a little give back when those crazy numbers start hitting. Oh, hey, a restructure by Jared Goff frees up $25 million. Hey, Jared Goff gave back to the community, a new community center worth 30. Ridiculous stuff like that is what I need from Jared Goff to build up the city as well as build up this football team when they need it. Because I can't have my man having a 70, 60, 55 plus $million cap hit, base, signing bonus, whatever it is. I just can't have it. I don't care the quarterbacks need to go up. I know there's a market value, but I need my man to help us out later this year. We'll take you on the numbers that are on paper as long as there's future restructures as well as give back so that we continue winning here in Detroit. We're more than happy to have you as our quarterback. You make plays, you do good things, and oh, by the way, you win football games. Now we just need to win the big ones in the playoffs as well as the big one. It's called the Super Bowl. Everybody, that's what I got on this first segment. I'm not leaving yet because I got to finish, which might only take 5 or 10 minutes to talk about the specialists. I know you're going to hang around because I might have a hot take or two. I might say something crazy. I might even do a side tangent topic because I got more time in the second segment. You never know what's going to happen. That's why all the loyal, diehard Detroit Kool-Aid drinkers listen from start to finish because you never know what I might do, might say, or what might happen. Everybody, be right back.
Detroit Kool-Aid listeners, hey, it's your boy at Chops in the D, and I got a question for you. Do you want to make your own podcast? If you do, Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easy, and then you can distribute it anywhere, anytime, and even make some money on it. All in one place, and guess what? It's free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else that podcasts are heard. There's video options for podcasts as well available on Spotify. And listen, if you want to take your podcast to the next level beyond that, you can start a conversation with your fans with a Q&A poll that's available as well. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. And best of all, it is totally free. No catches, no gimmicks, free. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to www.spotify.com/podcasters to get started today. Woo! Way!
Kool-Aid drinkers, I'm back. Thank you so much for listening to the show, sharing the show, checking out the show, and I just want to say I'm so excited for football to get rolling. I'm seeing all these things going around, like, you know, Michigan football starts and, like, I don't even know, it's like barely over a month. Like, I saw today the Lions report for camp in a couple weeks. The Lions have a preseason football game called the Hall of Fame game in July. I'm recording here at 10, 11 p.m. at night on July 1st. We're 29 days away from some semblance of Lions football.
Woo-wee!
Exactly. I mean, hashtag it, everybody.
Woo! Hashtag choppy liking.
Unbelievable. So
America's beverage companies are investing in America. We're American companies, making American products with American workers in America's hometowns. We're local bottlers and manufacturers, operating in all 50 states, employing more than 275,000 Americans in good-paying jobs, delivering for the nation, because we believe in the promise of America and the people who make it great. Learn more at WeDeliverForAmerica.org. Paid for by the American Beverage Association.
Hi, welcome to IKEA.
This is my college campus.
Correct, but I see you're on IKEA.com ordering some college items.
My daughter's room is pretty bare. We need a lamp, some comfy pillows, her favorite stuffy.
Dad!
With pickup options, we've got what you need to conveniently order IKEA. Literally anywhere.
Sweet. More time for gaming.
And studying. Wait, where are you going now?
Got to show the ultimate Frisbee team how easy it is to order from IKEA. Get IKEA whenever, wherever, however you want. Choose from thousands of pickup locations, affordable delivery options, and more.
Get hyped about that. If you're not doing fantasy football, you need to get in a few drafts. I got a few coming up. The Scott Fish Bowl will be get going. I've got multiple college fantasy leagues, which I can't wait for. A few other office leagues, as well as my 32-team 40 to 53 players per team reality sports online leagues, which I love. Everybody, I continue to build the Detroit Lions in the one that's replicating the NFL. I feel decently good about my team heading into this year. It's going to be hard for me to get that trophy, but if things break right, if I don't have some bad injuries, I might be in the mix at the end of the year. But man, it's tough to build a team and compete with some of these people that have done a complete teardown. I've been trying to rock that thing since day one. I'm always in the mix, but hate to say it, do not have a RFL, RSO, that's what we call it. RFL is the league name, RSO, Reality Sports Online Championship Trophy in that league, which I want so badly for our Detroit Lions. I'll let you guys know if I get that done someday. But get in some leagues, have some fun. Football will be back before you know it. And speaking of football, kickers, punters, and snappers, long snappers that is, are people too. They're important. I'm looking at these contracts. Do they make sense? I mean, you tell me. I mean, none of these guys make over $4 million a year. Our young kicker, let's start with him, Mr. Jake Bates, a guy who I came on these airwaves, on this pod machine, and put on the old Twitter, the old X machine, that Jake Bates was going to be a no doubt big leg kicker. People like our friend, the great Natalie Sparbeck, went crazy because dude had one bad camp day in like the middle of July or August or whatever it was. She was like, get rid of this guy. He's can't be good. We need some. And dude, I don't think he's barely missed any kicks since. The guy's just money from 50 plus. He can hit it from 60 plus. He's dialed in from in tight. He's a great dude. And I'm looking at it right here. My man's barely 25 years old. Lions have him under contract for only this season. Yes, he's a kicker. Yes, you know, he's young, but we need to extend this out. We need to get my man here. He needs to be in Detroit for a long time. So he has a base of $960K, cap hit of $1.1 million. Like, let's go ahead and keep Jakey Bates here for a long time. I love his mentality. I love the consistency he's shown. It's always big to have a kicker with a huge leg that can boom that thing from deep. You can score more points. You can at least have that as an option, as well as just he seems like Dan Campbell always says he's wired right. He's not afraid of the moment. He's gotten much better since the first moment in camp, as well as he fits right in with the team, with the culture. So dollars that make sense all day long for my man Jake Bates, who's soon going to be saying this.
Where's my money?
I mean, I agree. We need to hook you up a little bit more, but not too much, because you're a kicker, bro. Yeah, Jake Bates did his thing last year. I'm expecting big things. He is the kicker of the Oakry Lions. I picked him up last year. I think I gave him a 3-year deal on my team. I've got him for multiple seasons, maybe even longer, and he did nice things, scored some nice points for me, so I appreciate him. You want to talk about a guy I appreciate? It's our punter, Jack Fox. Captain Jack. I mean, since this dude came in the league, he's been absolutely money. He booms the football. He fits right in with his teammates, all the time, kind of, just all Pro Bowl, whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm looking at this is kind of crazy. So he's like 28, going to be 29. I did not know that Jack Fox was undrafted to Kansas City in 2019, and then we scooped him up after that. Dude signed a 4-year, $14 million contract with the Lions, and that was... When did he sign that? It doesn't totally give me the year, but he's in, let's see, if it was a 4-year deal. He signed that a couple years ago, and he's got this year and next year still left on that deal. Cap hits of 3.9, 4.0. I'm sure there's plenty of cheaper punters out there, but nobody that lives up to that value like Jack Fox does. I mean, he puts it where he needs to put it. He can boom it. He can drop it, in a coffin corner. He does his thing. So these are definitely dollars that make sense. We're always top of the league in special teams, kicking game, pinning teams deep, accuracy, kick off, all the things this guy can do. Very valuable. Yes, you hear me bag on special teams a lot because why? Most of the time they kick it out the end zone, as well as most teams don't have punters that can flip field. I've seen my man Jack Fox kick the ball from like our 10 to the other team's like 20. Just totally flip the field and pin them back with our great special teams coverage units as well. So absolutely incredible. That's a very nice combo. You also got the consistency of Jack Fox with the holding. Jake Bates, comfortable with Jack Fox. We want to keep those two around for a long time. And then here's a very sneaky player. Hogan Hatton. Let me say it again for you. Hogan
Brother
Hatton. Hold on, one more time. Hogan.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Hatton.
Brother.
I think this brother. He came out of nowhere.
What does every USAA member have in common? Family. We're one big family who supports the military community and their eligible families. And if you, your parent, or spouse served, you could join our family and save big on auto insurance. Visit USAA.com/join today to check your eligibility. Membership eligibility and product restrictions apply and are subject to change. USAA means United Services Automobile Association and its affiliates, San Antonio, Texas.
This episode is brought to you by Polestar. There's only one true way to experience the all-electric luxury SUV Polestar 3, and that's to take a test drive. It can go from 0 to 60 in as little as 4.8 seconds with the dynamic handling of a sports car. But to truly understand how it commands the road, you need to be behind the wheel. Up to 350 miles of range, the 3D surround sound system by Bowers & Wilkins. It's all something you have to experience to believe. So book your test drive for Polestar 3 today at Polestar.com.
Have you ever spotted McDonald's hot, crispy fries right as they're being scooped into the carton? And time just stands still. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This episode is brought to you by Starbucks. Smooth, bright, deliciously crafted. Introducing Starbucks Sansera Blend, their smoothest, brightest coffee yet. It's a new kind of light roast, one that's packed with so much flavor, it shines no matter how you brew it. So go ahead and try it hot, iced, black, or with a splash of creamer. Visit athome.starbucks.com/Sansera-blend-coffee to bring Starbucks Sansera Blend home.
It's the Smucker's Uncrustables podcast with your host, Uncrustables. Okay, today's guest is rough around the edges. Please welcome Crust.
Thanks for having me.
Today's topic, he's round with soft, pillowy bread.
Hey.
Filled with delicious PB&J.
Are you talking about yourself?
And you can take him anywhere.
Why'd you invite?
And we are out of time.
Are you really cutting me off?
Uncrustables are the best part of the sandwich. Sorry, Crust.
Last year and actually stole this job from whatever Bumsky McGee was there that was going to have it. Hogan Hatton is like 24 going on 25 years old, undrafted by Detroit in 2024. My man is under contract for this year and next year. Cap hit of $960K, $1.1 million, and we had Don Muehlbach. Every year he came back. Dude was like 43 and was still snapping for us. And Bob Quinn came in his first year and thought a good thing to do would be to just jettison Don Muehlbach, and they had to bring him back because his YouTube long snapper that he drafted in, the 5th round or something kooky like that, couldn't make it out of training camp. We toiled around there for a few years. I think Don Muehlbach's still in the organization. I think he's with the Lions and in a coaching capacity. And Hogan hadn't surprised me, where he just came on the scene, took the job, didn't notice any issues really last year. And trust me, you'll notice if a long snapper has issues, whether it be low snaps on field goals, or not getting it back to the punter, or getting it back too slow and having things blocked. And I really didn't notice anything across the board. So, Jake Bates' deal right now on an AAV in the NFL ranks 2,239th. Jack Fox as our do-everything, top-of-the-line punter, 595th in the National Football League. And Hogan Hatton, our young, productive, important, yet he's also just, a long snapper, which it is what it is, 2,569th as well. So you just can't go wrong with those specialists. You really can't. The prices, the dollars that make sense, the production, the low cost. I mean, after all this list, the only guy that even makes any money and that ruffles my feathers at all is Jared Goff at $53 million annual average value. And like I said, in future seasons, let me say it again just for the people in the back so you understand, in future years, a cap hit of $70 million, a cap hit of $55 million, and a cap hit of $62 million a season to play quarterback. There's a potential out in 2028 if we want it, but for the next 3 years, you not only have Jared Goff, this is the last manageable year when it comes to price point, and then my man better either give some money back, we better get a clearance coupon, or I better see multiple trophies heading to the 313, heading to the DET. Everybody, that's what I got. I talked quarterbacks, I talked specialists. That was dollars that make sense. Here on the Detroit Koolaid flagship show, everybody. That's what I got, and we'll catch you on Friday for more content, then more stuff on Monday, then the flagship again on Wednesday. You know what we do. Drink it in, everybody. I'll check you next week.
Drink it in, man. Cornbread!